Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. All music, photos, and videos under fair use for review and educational purposes only.
The first of 2 viewer requests, Mick. We've avoided looking at the box art on the previous reviews. Well, we already saw it on the very first one, but I want to take a look at this one on the side, and this figure is depicting that same Mick right there on the side. So let's check out that picture. This is a nice one because it's actually, again, the Mick that this figure is depicting. Then on the side you have a little sticker saying Mick. Again, this is one of a few figures in the series that, even though he does have a last name, Micky Goldmill, he is only given one name. On the back, you've got the prototype image of Mick. Then on the side, you have a very nice bio of Mick. Just, it's summing up basically the character, not just what the figure is depicting, but Mick himself. Here we have the actual figure. By saying look at all the detail does not do this justice, but look at all the detail. There is a difference between this figure and the prototype shown on the box. You notice that this has painted on buttons, while the prototype on the box has actual buttons. Also, the prototype shown at the toy fair before the toys were released is Mick when he screams at him.
I said that before, you dumb dago.
This figure is so great, especially if you have Rocky to go along with it. If you pose him facing yourself or even facing away, these figures, both of them together, look amazing. But this is a Mick review, so let's focus in on Mick. From top to bottom, that little hat that he has, let's take a look at this. Nice little detail on it. And this hat is specifically made for Mick, for this figure. It kind of almost doesn't matter what side you put it on. Then reverse. That fits good as well. And look at that face sculpt. I mean, you could almost hear that grouchiness.
Get out of here! Don't you ever interrupt me while I'm conducting business.
The head sculpt is just, it's amazing, especially this 2006. They started with that technology, but Burgess Meredith had been dead for like 10 years. Wonderful head sculpt. Now let's take a look at his sweater. In the movie, you don't know what color Rocky's corner is wearing. If it's pink, it's peach, or... Here, I don't know anything about colors either. I don't know color palettes. This looks peach color, pinkish peach, but it's movie accurate. This looks so good. And even though they didn't put the real buttons, I don't mind. It's got little pockets right here. Then on the back, he's representing. But what does he look like without the sweater? I've never taken the sweater off. Oh, look at that. His arm, the hinge has come off. That's an easy fix. You just warm up the plastic and pop it back in. This body was also used for WWE Jakks figure Harvey Whippleman. His pants are a little saggy. I believe these are WWE's Rey Mysterio's pants. There we have it, his shoes. Before we ended the review, let's take a look at that sweater. This is a wonderful little sweater that he's got on. The detail is amazing, especially look, they're actual real pockets. This is really nice. That it says made in China, surface washable only. I think you can agree with me that this figure is perfect. This looks like Mick in every way possible. The only thing I could probably wish for was that he came with the towel to make them more like the picture on the box. And plus, that's how he walks out with Rocky to the ring. One complaint that I do have is that because of his feet, the way they're molded, the bottom pants there, he doesn't stand right. He stands he stands like an old man. You have to lean him forward, because if you stand him up straight.
Get up, you son of a bitch!
Thanks for joining me on this review of Mighty Mick. And join us on our next 2006 Jakks Rocky toy line review.
That Apollo won't know what hit him. You're gonna roll over him like a bulldozer.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. And so that you know that I'm a true Rocky fan, I actually did this review while wearing my Mighty Mick's t-shirt. Series 1 started hitting store shelves in late October, with each subsequent series arriving a month or so later. Not including online stores like Ringside Collectibles, who were selling an exclusive 1 out of 100 Apollo Creed. The known retailers to me in the US that sold the Rocky toy line were Toys R Us and KB toy stores. Selling at $7.99 at retail, these figures came out punching right out of the corner, with 11 figures in the first series. Arguably, only 2 bums in the set, Spider Rico and the Meat. My biggest complaint about this set was the lack of a championship belt for the figures, and that most of the picture inserts in the packaging didn't coincide with the actual figure. A boxing ring for your figures was also released. Literally, it's just a WWE ring with a sheet of Rocky stickers to apply. And if you really wanted to get your kids into Rocky, they sold wearable electronic boxing gloves that had the iconic Bill Conti Rocky music and Mickey's voice cheering you on. They also sold the wonderful championship belt that if you were slim enough, you could wear yourself. If you lived in the UK, you got an exclusive, combining both the gloves and championship belt, plus the action figures of Clubber Lang and Rocky Balboa. Stay tuned, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, as throughout the year, we will be talking about each series in the Rocky toy line individually, and reviewing a few figures from the series in mention. And you can be the judge whether or not the Rocky line was just another bum from the neighborhood, or if it indeed did go the distance.